me, I've spent the evening at the Ganga with Puju Swamiji, Chidanand Swamiji, Sadhviji, and I just feel homage to yellow. It's like almost the story of the yellow butterfly. It was supposed to spread light, and all the Rishi Munis, singers are in yellow, so I love to coordinate with them. The Ganga Aarti today, they're people from different nationalities, people of different colors, people from different spheres of life. You have film actresses, you have politicians, you have a common man, you have a whole array. You have Germans, you have Americans, you have Brazilians, you have so many nationalities. Everybody's welcomed. And no one's really thinking of religion. It's the grace of Ganga. It is the power of the bhajans. It's the music. It's the collective energy. So Pragya believes in the collective energy. It's a feeling, it's the bhav, it's the intent that is created at the Parmat, at Rishikesh. It's created on the banks. There's so many people doing the Ganga Aarti. Coming to the Ganga is just not surreal, but it is also healing. At Pragya, we say, don't wait for the end of your journey. When someone has to carry you to the Ganga, come to the Ganga, come to Rishikesh for the vibe in your living life. I've been here for so many years, and year on year, months on months, I keep coming back to the Ganga. Being at the Parmat is so beautiful. The way they do the yag, bhajans start, and Swamiji comes in, Sadhviji comes in, and followed by satsang. The whole vibration they create, it is so healing for me. I think it's healing for everyone. There's almost 500 to 1,000 people there. Some visiting for the first time, but they're people I've seen for years. So the vibration created, the joy, the healing you receive in their presence, it's so much more better than going to a company which just drains you out. This is an uplift for the soul and the self. I'm a business person, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and there were times that I thought that I'm always running behind time. There is no time for myself. But as you start making time for yourself, you realize that you're not just born to work, you're not just born to raise children, you're not just born to do trivial things. It's your journey to evolve, and evolve with who? The one. So yes, we have our jobs, we have our work, we have our businesses, we have the stock market, we have it all. But the clock doesn't wait for anyone. This is also your time in this life. Do things that will connect you to yourself. At Rishikesh, I don't think there is anything called religion here. It is just the energy of the being. You know, we're just so self-consumed. We can go wherever we want to, buy whatever. 10 rupees. That's all what the diya was. It's almost like 10 cents. It gave that child the joy of selling and self-respect. That is the light you share when you come to a place like this. You want to share light. And that is the vibrational energy of this place. If you do come to the Ganga, do take a dip. These old stories, you know, where people said, "Koi beh gaya tha Ganga mein, someone just drowned," etc. What happened then will happen now. Now the banks are completely cemented. Then you have river rafting. That's a fabulous way to get into the Ganga. And in fact, you'd be swimming. So it's so much fun. In the winters, the water of Ganga is warmer than you would imagine. It's the mother. She always heals you. Submerge yourself in the water. Make a small prayer. You'll feel the difference. It's the entire vibe of this place. It's beautiful. I would say that when you come here, take a little break from what you're used to doing and give yourself a chance to do the right thing. And in the right thing, take a dip, soak your feet, sit by the Ganga, let her heal you, walk the streets, enjoy the entire vibration of being.